Rejected. Once again, viewership for the Oscars is down. They tried to live stream it on Hulu, had a bunch of glitches, barely worked. It was a disaster. Maybe those numbers will bring it up a little bit. We don't have those. What we do have, though, are the numbers for the traditional way you watch it, which is on cable or free TV or whatever. And we can compare those to last year's, which are down 7%, which is down from the last year. Well, no, last year I think was up a little, but it's been a continuous downward slide for these. People are just tired of celebrities. And can you blame them? They're preachy. They want you to know how you should act. You got people like Mark Ruffalo saying that you should listen to them and not the orange man. Like it's been a disaster ever since social media has become a big thing. It's kind of torn these people down. That's my opinion. I think social media has kind of really destroyed a lot of the star power that people in Hollywood used to have, and I don't think it's ever coming back. These people have pretty much soiled themselves for the past 8 years. I think this is a really good video to kind of sum up. I'm going to go over the numbers in a second, but I wanted to play this. This is from February 24th. It's a video of Ricky Gervais saying how celebrities make a difference. And it kind of sums everything up. Listen to this.
Hi guys, Ricky G here, wellness and beauty influencer. I've just been meditating, and I got to thinking about all the war and oppression in the world, and I thought, should I actually go to those countries and fight and really make a difference? Then I thought, no, just do this video.
Kind of sums it up nicely, doesn't it? They just want to post their little videos and tell you how you should be acting, and nobody's falling for it. Take this one, for example, from Hollywood cuck Mark Ruffalo, having a little meltdown. I've done a video on this before, so you might recognize it, but I think it ties into all of this very nicely.
Elon Musk is such a two-faced turncoat traitor because he was a climate champion, and he sold himself out for a buck and some power. Don't follow that guy. That guy doesn't even have his original accent anymore. Don't follow him. Don't listen to him. We're the ones who we have to believe in. We're the ones who we're waiting for, and we are the ones that have to move forward together.
They are the ones that you should be listening to. Well, no one's listening to you anymore. So more and more people rejecting the Oscars, rejecting Hollywood. You saw it with the last election. I mean, celebrity speeches was pretty much the entirety of the Kamala Harris campaign. All she did was trot out celebrities and musicians. How did that work out? Their star power is down, and I think that they are kind of trying to rebuild. The Oscars, for the most part, not a lot of politics. Not a lot of politics. I don't even think they said Trump's name, at least from what I was reading. I didn't watch this shit. The only thing that I wanted to see is if a dude was going to win Best Actress, which unfortunately didn't happen. I thought that would have been really funny. Could have had a male sweep, but that didn't happen. Though that what was it, Amelia Perez, that piece of shit movie, won a bunch of Oscars. It's awful. I tried to watch it. I couldn't finish it. Piece of shit. Like, they have diversity quotas now for these movies. No one's watching any of these shitty movies. The one that won Best Picture was like a movie that glorifies sex work. You know, woman up there, the woman who won Best Actress, giving a speech about how sex work is so amazing. So, it's just people are done with these celebrities, and they've all done it to themselves. And you see it more and more with these award shows where they pat each other on the ass. No one wants to watch it anymore. So the 97th Academy Awards drew 18.07 million viewers across ABC and Hulu on Sunday night per Disney. Likely not the number that the Mouse House was hoping for, considering it's a bit of a decline over the past 2 years. Oh, I was wrong. I thought last year was up. What happened was, so not last year, but the year before that was the Will Smith slap. The viewership was actually up that year, but it's funny, it wasn't up for the whole thing. It popped up around the time of the slap because of the fact that everyone wanted to know what was going on with the shit show. Likely not the number that the House of Mouse was hoping for. It was a 7% decrease from last year's 4-year audience high of 19.5 million viewers, and was just slightly lower than the year prior when 18.8 million tuned in for the 95th. Before this year, viewership had been on a steady incline, rising heavily from the hostless 2021 Oscars, which drew an audience of 10.4 million. Youch! In 2020, the year of the slaps seen around the world, that's when Will Smith took that whack at Chris Rock. Viewership went up to 16.6. Who's to say how the audience was impacted by the multiple technical glitches that Hulu viewers experienced throughout that night? Issues started early on with reports that some users couldn't access their accounts when the show began. Others say they were kicked out of the broadcast before the last 2 categories were announced. So they didn't even get to see the best one, which is Best Picture. That's the one that everybody wants to see. It was also long, 3 hours and 47 minutes of these people blowing each other. Who wants to watch 3 hours and 47 minutes of these people kissing each other's asses? What a disaster. It was one of the longer Oscars on record, but not the longest by far. Some ceremonies have lasted well over 4 hours. Longer shows can be a harder sell in keeping audiences engaged. Well, yeah. So they're down. Not as down as they were, because they were down to 10 million. So they're a little up there, but that's still not that good. It used to be a lot higher than that. So we'll see. I think people keep rejecting Hollywood, and it's going to keep getting worse for them. I mean, you see movie theaters closing left and right. Nobody wants to go see any of this slop-ass shit that they keep putting in theaters. Nobody cares about any of it. They just don't have... Man, Hollywood used to crank out banger after banger. And now it's just slop after slop. It's just shit. Like, rarely do we get really good movies anymore. Not like it used to be, man. The politically correct era has absolutely destroyed Hollywood. And now they're going back and ripping up old movies. Crocodile Dundee 1 and 2 are coming to 4K Blu-ray this year, and they're editing both of them. Why? These are movies from the 80s. Can't even have the old movies anymore. We've got to go back and screw with those now, make those good for modern audiences. The backlash on that is pretty high, so maybe they'll walk that back, but what an era we live in. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all this. I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.